Welcome back. Since a video on a specific topic might be too short, I've compiled some tips and tricks that may help you out one day. Let's start. As you can see, I've just been shot up by an advanced enemy, more on them later, and he's done me pretty good. In the bottom right you can see that my health bar is very low. A good way to avoid dying is to heal yourself. As I mentioned in the first video in this series, your character automatically spawns with 5 dressings, 10 bandages and 2 vitamins. Each dressing gives you 5 health, each bandage gives you 10, and each vitamin will slowly regenerate 100 health points. Vitamins are good for when you're in a heavy combat situation where you need to heal whilst on the run, but if you have time, bandages are a good option. One trick many players don't know is that if you use a dressing then immediately apply a bandage after that dressing, you gain 25 health rather than the theoretical 15. Repeat this process if you're low in health, but remember to only use the dressings when you need 25 or more health points, otherwise you're wasting these precious items. Be aware that in supply drops, only bandages and ammo will be available. Throughout your open world experience, you'll encounter many NPCs, some friendly, some not. On screen now are all the hostile NPCs that can be found at various hostile bases across the map. Hostile NPCs come as 2 different groups, the Ronograd Liberation Front, more commonly known as the RLF, and the Patriots of Democracy, more commonly known as the POD. These NPCs use a variety of offensive tactics. Some come in armoured columns while others either fly or simply walk in. The vehicles used will be covered later. To start with, here is an example of a basic RLF unit. These guys can be seen at some bases, most notably at El Charra, and they are seen wearing casual clothes, looking almost like civilians. Some, like the one on screen, will wear balaclavas, however they can often be confused for civilians. So, just for caution, if it holds a gun, it's better off dead. RLF units carry an AK-74N and have 100 health. Now let's move on to the POD. POD enemies can come in various forms. These 2 are examples of POD basic enemies. The one on the left is a basic soldier and the one on the right is an officer. These 2 are very common sights across the map. Both carry AK-74s and have 100 health each. They can easily be identified by the ballistic helmet on the soldier, the red beret on the officer, and the red uniforms that they both have. They do about the same damage as RLF units and fire at medium distances. Next up we have POD snipers. These snipers can be very frustrating to deal with due to their location, usually sniping from high towers or buildings. They can be identified by their red uniforms and sometimes by their ballistic vests. They do not move or hide, so they are easy targets. However, they should be treated carefully, as staying stationary guarantees a powerful blow to a player. They shoot OTS sniper rifles and have 100 health. The POD High Value Target, or HVT, is an enemy that can be encountered on some missions where a convoy must be intercepted. He carries the same OTS sniper rifle as the POD sniper and has 100 health. He is classed as an important asset to the POD, so he is always escorted by Spec Ops advanced POD units. He can easily be identified by his sniper rifle and his white shirt. On screen now are 3 examples of POD advanced units. These soldiers are tricky to deal with due to their dark uniforms and weapons. They carry UMP-45s with the far right soldier, the Spec Ops soldier, carrying an MK-18. These 3 are extremely powerful at close and medium range due to their high fire rate and speed. They have 200 health and have higher awareness than the previous units, and therefore should be treated with caution. Finally, we have the POD Smoker. This unit uses suicidal rushing tactics, running straight towards a player whilst holding a smoke grenade that emits toxic gas that can kill a player very quickly. They are also armed with a UMP-45 which they'll fire whilst running at a player, making them very dangerous in close quarters situations. Therefore, smokers should be dealt with as a priority. They have 300 health, the highest in terms of enemies. With full body armour and a gas mask they can be identified easily. However, caution should still be taken as they can sometimes be missed due to their dark uniforms.